People think of evil as an unnatural, invisible force, and so invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand behind the gods. A familiar hand, cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals, kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness, or the monster that her father had become. She couldn't fight them both. And so she left, headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Delian would still be alive. I'm so sorry, my love. She will save his soul, even if this time she can't save her own.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore.
Shadow, listen.
But believe this. It was my mission to make you hate. To hate the darkness with a passion so great it would focus your mind on this quest. For without it, I feared you would have let go as this life. All this time, I've wanted to protect you from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago.
Follow.
But you have conquered your darkness at every turn. You deserve to see behind the veil of darkness.
Then take me into the mountain.
He wants her to trust him.
As deep as we can go.
No.
I won't stand in your way.
She has to trust him. Follow it.
You will not survive what is in there.
It's different.
I know.
What else can she do? Nothing. She doesn't want to turn back. She has nothing. She has nothing left. She's come this far. She wants to go forward. She must. This is it. She wants to save Delian's soul. She must listen to the shadow.
Mother, I won't let the darkness trick me again. I know you're safe with the gods. I can feel Hela's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me. Secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past. I'm here for Delian. I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
No, she can't. It's too dangerous. She's too weak. She has the sword. She is rotting. She is bleeding. She must defeat her. There is no way she can defeat Hela. She must. Hela is powerful. She must. But she has the soul. Bad. She can only. Hela has Delian's soul. She must speak to her. She must fight, or she must go back. Find another way. There is no reason. There has to be. She can't fight. Turn back. She must. Odin's. She's. Is she strong enough? She's. Are you strong enough? She can't.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
Are you strong enough? She's strong enough. Of course she can do it. She must fight. She must. We believe in you, Senua.
She can't.
Yes, she can.
Hela has defeated her twice, and she will do it again.
Hela is all powerful.
No
She
one
will
defeats
free.
Hela.
Senua. Did you ever think you would get this far?
She's getting closer.
Could you ever imagine it might happen? You've done so well. She did it. She did it. She did it. Behind you. Behind you. Behind you. Focus! Focus now! How will she do it? What will she do? How's she going to find his actual soul? Where does Hela keep her souls? How will she get it? What will Hela want in return? She must bargain. No. She'll kill her. She cannot bargain with Hela. She's not strong enough to kill her. What does Hela want? No one can bargain with Hela. What does Hela want? What can she give her? She could give her her own soul. No. Her soul's rotting. She'd rather die. It's a worthless soul. But it's all she has to give. She has a warrior's soul. She can see it. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken. She has to fix it. It's too dangerous. She's done it before. She can't fix it. She's done it before. She can. She can. She'll do it again. How's she going to fix it? How will she do it? There must be a way. Senua, you have to try. The gate. She'll never make it. She can see it. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken. She has to fix it. It's too dangerous. She's done it before. You have to fight on. Be powerful. The final battle. Get his soul back. It's the final task. Yes, it is.
This isn't just a broken bridge, is it? Mother, you showed me how to see further. To see the hidden wonders in our world and explore new paths into the unknown. To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
The Northmen say the gods will fight their last battle at Ragnarok. Their watchmen will blow the horn that can be heard through the whole world. And Odin will speak with the severed head of Mimir, which gives him good counsel. The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of their army on the move. The gods will assemble. The dwarves will leave their stones. The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the dead will set sail.
She can do it. She can still see the secrets of the gods. She thinks differently, so special. Continues. She must see. She has the sight. She can see their secrets. There's an illusion. She's found a way. There's a way. She can see it. She must align herself. She can do it. There's the door. She aligns herself. It's there.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the gods will face a ship full of their foes, which Loki has steered to Asgard. It carries the fire giants, the wolf that will eat the sun, and all kinds of dark creatures. Surt will join them with his sword of fire. The cliffs will crash, trolls will walk the land, men will tread the road to hell, and the heavens will split open.
Senua, turn back. Ella, it's too dangerous.
Wait.
What?
What happens when she dies?
What happens to us?
What happens to us?
We die too.
Do we die too?
We die too.
I don't want to die. We'll all die someday.
I don't want to die.
And when everyone's gone, even the gods will die.
We don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
Senua, stop. Turn back.
Stop. Stop her.
Why is she going? Stop. Senua, stop. What happens to us? Why would she stop to die? She would stop. 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 Now. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
I'm sorry. I didn't ask you to be a part of me. If you don't want to die with me, then leave me alone.
I don't want to die. Please stop. 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 You'll never come back if you go there.
There is nothing to go back to.
We only have each other now. Don't abandon me.
Everyone suffers. They were right about me.
Listen to me, not them. They were afraid. Like children scared of the dark.
So was I.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real.
They made them real.
No!
Follow your soul and let go of the Senua revolt. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
It's not like the old stories, is it? The noble warrior facing evil in search of victory and honor. Clear dividing lines. No. Oh, this place is not quite like that. It's as if it knows that true torment lies within. Memories you cannot defeat, cannot escape. This is her hell.
The man I was before Druth. Was a true coward, Senua. I was well traveled. I spoke both their tongue and ours. So they took me as a slave. I thought I could help to broker peace. At least stay their hands from slaughter. But under torture, I did no such thing. I led them to the treasures and slaves they sought. But I wasn't the only one. Another came to the Northmen willingly, offering a bargain, a man in black from your lands. And he was offered safe passage for his treason. In the end, Senua, it isn't the gods that cause us so much suffering, but those closest to us.
like this. Turn away, Senua! Turn away, Senua!
Do you see it, Senua? Do you see the darkness? Faces of fear and suffering.
I can see it.
I remember it clearly now.
She has nothing to fear anymore. The gods have saved your mother. Through my hand.
You killed her.
It is the will of the gods.
Fuck the gods! You did this to her! Why?
This is what happens when you listen to the voices of the underworld. They crawl into your soul and rot you from the inside. Defy the gods like your mother, and the darkness will come for you too. Do you understand, Senua?
I do understand. You cursed me with your own madness. I was just a child. You created this darkness! You created this darkness so you could hide behind it!
Only suffering brings salvation. It is the way of the gods.
It was all a lie. You are a lie! She didn't defy the gods. She defied you. And so you killed her.
You didn't pray to the gods. You prayed to your mother. Your mother, who was too weak to fight the darkness and abandoned you.
You tortured her. You killed her. You are the darkness.
Those rituals, the years of isolation, the pain that still haunts you. It was the only way to fight the curse within you.
You're a liar.
The darkness is inside you that will destroy you.
You're a liar!
No, Senua. The darkness is here. You cannot wish it away. And it will watch as you draw your last dying gasp.
I won't let you kill me! Behind you.
You're a liar and a murderer! And if you really are Hela, then I have a sword here that can kill a god!
Backwards to wallow in your miserable past. You're making a mistake searching for Dillion. The same mistake that killed him in the first place. I'm trying to save you from yourself. You saw that it is a lie. The plague of darkness, the butchering of Dillion by the Northmen. You saw it yourself.
You told everyone I was cursed. They believed you. I believed you.
Tell me, Senua, where is Dillion's soul if the darkness is alive? How will you save him?
He's here. I know he's here. Dillion, I know you're here. Hold on. I'll find you. You're trying to trick me again with your lies. I know he's here. You took him from me. You have him.
Dillion is gone. Dillion is dead. Let him go now.
Behind you.
Or what? What can you do to me that you haven't already? Fight me. Come on.
You betrayed your own father. You betrayed the gods in search of Dillion, in search of love. Look where that's got you. Let go of the battle. Let go of redemption. Let go of Dillion. Don't let your darkness hurt anyone else.
If you're alive, and there's no darkness, then you never took him from me, did you? And I can't save Dorian. Is that what you want me to believe? After all you've done to me? And to him? You're not a lie, but you're a liar! You crawled into me to confuse me and deceive me. But I know it's him. I know you have him. I'll give you my life. That's what you want, isn't it? My soul. Take it. I'll be a slave for you. I'll fight with you at Ragnarok. If you release him. No power over me.
I learned the hard way to not be afraid of death, Senua. Because a life without loss is one without love. You turn your back on death, and all you can see is the shadow that it casts. The longer you hide from it, the longer the shadow grows until all you can see is darkness. When our time comes, we must look death in the eye and embrace it as a friend. Only then can we let go of our fear. And emerge from our darkness.
Never forget what it is like to see the world as a child, Senua. Every autumn leaf is like a work of art. Every rolling cloud a moving picture. Every day a new story. We too emerge from this magic, like a wave from the ocean, only to return to the sea. Do not mourn the waves, the leaves, and the clouds. Even in darkness, the wonder and the beauty of this world never leaves us. It is always there, waiting to be seen again.
Oh no. Oh. It's the rocks. The darkness is like the darkness is Wait. What is it? It feels it's different. It feels okay. Is it okay?
This is where my story once began.
It's different.
And so it has to end here,
It's changed.
because I cannot see further than this.
Follow us. We have another story to tell.
My friend, go with her. This now will be your story to witness. Goodbye.
Hey guys, I'm Shiloh, and I hope that you enjoyed that playthrough of Hellblade. This game is really awesome, and I wanted to talk about just some of the theories and whatnot. One that I sort of came up with, but I guess a lot of people agree with online, and then one that I don't agree with. And just some things about the game itself and whatnot. So if you haven't watched the full game or played the full game, first of all, I highly recommend that you play it for yourself. It's only like $30, and there are always sales going on everywhere. So I think I got it for like $20. So it's really cheap for a game of this quality, and I do highly recommend it that you play it yourself. So for the lore stones, there was one throughout the game that I missed, and the reason that I still got the extra scene at the end was because I had gotten that lore stone in my previous playthrough. I didn't realize at first that they carried over, but the one that I missed was during the labyrinth trial, and you get it by essentially going the wrong way. I tried to go the wrong way, and for some reason it didn't pop up. I don't know if I did the wrong thing wrong. I don't know how I would even do that. But there's that, and then I don't know what was up with that very last lore stone not triggering anything. I don't know what happened there. So for the theories, my personal interpretation is that essentially Valravn is Senua's darkness, and with the fight with Valravn, she seems to sort of give up partway through it, and then Dillion's words come back to her, and she gets up and finds the courage and the strength to fight on, because Dillion was very clearly a light in her life, and her life was very dark. Surt, I believe, is the leader of the Northmen, and the Northmen were the people that came in and burned down her village and killed Dillion. And if you didn't get that last little scene in that long hallway, the man in black who was pardoned and told the slavers to go and burn down that village was her father. So her father was not Surt, but I do believe that Surt is the representation of the Northmen who came and burned down her village. I believe that Fenrir is essentially the personification of her trauma, and the fight with Fenrir is her going through all of the abuse that she suffered from her father and from other people in general, to fight through that. And then Hela is obviously Senua and her mental illness, because we see them sort of interchange. And then I also believe that her darkness and her father are somewhat one and the same, because her father's words and the darkness speaking to her, they end up being the same. I believe that her father was very, obviously very cruel, and because of her psychosis and her mental illness, I believe it took those cruel words that her father told her all that time and twisted them even more. And then there is a theory, and I first saw this theory, which I will link the video in the description. I saw this theory in a video by the Inhuman One, and it's basically the theory that Senua was raped, and it has to do with this clip with the fight with Valravn that I'll put right in here.
And once relief settles in, strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper.
And then I don't believe this theory. I can kind of see why people would, but I personally don't, and I'm certainly not trying to attack anybody for not believing it or whatever. But my reasons for not believing it would be that Senua's traumas within the game are stated very obviously. She watched her mom be burned alive in front of her, and that's absolutely brutal and terrible. And her father's mental and physical abuse is very obvious. I don't think that they would write those two things in and be very obvious about them and clear, and then suddenly be so unclear about a rape, and especially with the god who supposedly is very into illusions. I don't think that they would do that. That seems not in line with the rest of their writing with the story. And also, I feel like rape within stories with a female lead is very overused. And I say that not to be rude or anything, but I feel like that's sort of a thing nowadays, is that a female hero gets raped and then she gets through that trauma. And not that that's bad storytelling, but Senua's story is very unique, and I don't think that it really fits in line with her entire story and her background and everything that she's been through. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about was the permadeath. So at the very beginning of the game, there is a message that says that if the rot on Senua's arm reaches her head, the game is over and everything is erased. And as far as I could see when I was sort of researching this game after playing it for the first time, was that quite a few people were sort of angry at the permadeath. And honestly, the very, very first time that I played this game, I was very nervous about the permadeath. I started to play this game with a mouse and keyboard, and I couldn't get through it because I'm honestly just not good at mouse and keyboard. And then I ended up playing with the controller, and I got through the game, which is how I played it the first time all the way through. But I feel like a lot of people were angry about it, but honestly, I really like it. If you don't know, the permadeath is fake. It's not real. You can die. There are videos online of people dying like 100 times, and the rot seems to grow just the tiniest bit each time, but it won't actually go up her arm anymore. It starts at one point and it grows a bit each time you die, but each time you die it starts back at the first part that it started at. So it's not real, but I really like that they put that in, because I believe it makes the player paranoid, and that's another way to get the player inside Senua's head, because she has psychosis, and paranoia is a part of psychosis. And I don't know, I really thought that that was a clever way to sort of get that in there without making it super obvious. So those are my thoughts on the game. Please do tell me your thoughts on the game. I really, really loved it, and I'd love to know what you think as well. Thanks so much for watching. Now that I've played, it is your turn. Bye bye.